One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team,
all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath, and he'll be brought down.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
He'll field the punt and look for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Duke's offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches got.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Dropping back, it's Mahan. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking downfield on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Going to swing it on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Here's a return from midfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Duke has to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Mahan. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
A first down run on the doorstep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. It picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Bears will punt it away on 4th down. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Running to the left. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his legs, it's Hart. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Mahan. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires it down the seam. Intercepted deep in his own end. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That's caught. It's Gresham. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Bears will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Looking for a man. It's Mahan. Got his man on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hodges.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never get run.
And the Blue Devils come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Moving away from pressure. He'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Hodges. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. The Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Under fire. There he goes. Powers through. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Looking to throw on first down. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Baylor! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the hands, right? Because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to the playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield, it's Mahan. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hodges. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to throw it. He's got his man. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. And you could tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And the Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
This one's complete. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll leave it with him. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Run in the red zone. It's Hart. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Blue Devils trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Looking to pass. It's Mahan. Touchdown, Blue Devils! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco.
We're just about ready to start the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The short hands, it's Hodges. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Making side adjustments here. Gonna look downfield again. Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's got some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Blue Devils are on the move. Leaves it with the back. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dropping back, it's Mahan. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw.
Touchdown, Duke! Fired in from the red zone for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not one, not two, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury for defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Bears line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the yoke. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Mahad. It's complete to the right. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Hart. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. The Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. That one was leaking and losing altitude fast, but it made it home. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time, throwing the incompletion.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They give it to him again. Breaks into the open.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And the Bears look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Bears come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, the running back has it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Blue Devils. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Clinton. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Gresham. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. So now it's second and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Gets it out fast. Turning it on! Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Got enough space, and they'll finish the run in the end zone. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running and keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Mahat. Snagged out of the air. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting and keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it and keep getting those stats.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. On the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Makes the grab. It's Smith. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the batter. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Clinton. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
He's brought... Really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
And the Blue Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They want that clock to run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and more. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. This is what an elite team does.